doing? Right, kitting up. What are we kitting up? Can you guess? I've most probably written it in the flipping title, so yeah. But we are kitting up lots of neutral colours, and we are kitting up Steampunk Catdaddy. It is by Jeff Hain. I've had it a while. Haney. It's a square. It's 65 by 83, and it's 41 colours. Now, this is the art dot. I can't even open it. Got no strength, I tell you. No blooming strength to do anything. And I thought the orange, because it's lots of browns and stuff, it'll go nicely. Now this is the 60 bottle case. Like I said, it's 41 colours. What I am going to do is I'm going to fill up spare bottles. And if it doesn't fit in here, I'm going to just move it, because I've got the 120 bottle case in this design as well. And it's empty. So, the first thing we're going to do is label up these bottles. Now, 41 colours is not a lot, is it? So, let's get these labelled up. Now, I am filming this ahead of time. Don't know when I'm going to be doing it. But at the time of filming, I'm working on the tea party, which I'm nearly halfway through. And then once I've done that, I've got Rose Library kitted up. So I will be doing that one. And then it'll be a case of, I'm actually going to be filming, although you won't see them yet, I'm going to be filming 2 kitten ups, because I always do 2, gets me a bit ahead of time. And it will be on a Friday, because a Friday is kitten up, kitten down day. But at the moment, I don't feel too good. I feel very lightheaded. I'm actually filming this after, the day after having my PET scan. So you'll see this in a 2 weeks, week and a half, something like that. But yeah, I don't feel well, and I don't know if it's because I overdid it, because I did overdo it, but it weren't my fault. I'm not blaming me. I'm not taking the blame for this one. I actually going to get that scan done was a bit harsh yesterday. It was a little bit too much activity for me at the minute. And I had to get up today. And I did the WIC video for Heaven and Earth, which you would have seen by now. Oh, this one's got egg crew in it. And then I had to go to the chemist to pick up my, I'm going to cut that off. I really could do with finding my big scissors, you know. Over there, I just can't be asked to get them. Yeah, I had to go to the chemist to pick up my medication, because I've moved, and whereas before I would get my medication delivered, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be any little packs here, guys. These look like they're the smallest, so let's do this. Oh, I've not got a bin for the rubbish. Let's going well, isn't it? Bear with me while I get the bin. Right, I'm back. Right, I am going to use, if I can find it, I thought I put it in there, but I didn't. Oh, here it is. The dry sheet, because that's the method we're using. Right, 613. Just here. Now, there may be that there's no static in those. No, that was fine. But I'll have my dry sheet here for spillages and anything else just in case. One fell out. What was that? 613. I tell you what, I literally feel like I'm going a bit nuts because I didn't need to take that bottle. What's the next one? 169. So you just have to bear with me, guys. I'm literally gonna a little bit of static. I'm just trying to get ahead, and to be fair, I've been in bed most of the day. Didn't even mean to put that in there. See what I mean, guys? Not having a good day. That's number 4. 613, that's a wavy line. Right. 642. You know me, you get me warts and all, and I couldn't sit in bed any longer. I've been in bed most of the day. Not sleeping or anything, just in bed. Right, I get a tray ready, just in case. I tell you what, this method is absolutely brilliant. I'm doing it onto a dry sheet. Right, so that's a math sign. 3032. It's a long time since I kitted down one that was such few colours. See, this whole static thing don't make no sense, right? Because I had one with static, one with not. Don't make no sense at all. 951. But yeah, well, I don't know whether I just feel crappy. Like that one's got static, you know, because it's not even that bad. Whether just yesterday, doing the whole journey in the car, and like it was spent a good few hours in the car, which wasn't pleasant by any means. I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing with these bottles. You can't. You can't. Right. Let's pull you up a bit. Right. I'm a little bit crazy, okay? And when I work by symbols, okay? So when I'm doing putting them back into this storage to get ready to do, I don't put them in the way that Diamond Art, because Diamond Art do these by weight. So basically, what I do is they're in DMC order, the labels. The bags are in weight order, and I do it in symbols. 758. So when I'm kitting up, I do my bottles and then I put them to the side. But as I'm doing them, that's when I put them in order, how I like to work. For example, I put all the alphabet ones together, all the numbers together, 842, and then math symbols, triangles, dots, all that palaver. And then when I'm getting ready to kit it down again, 5, 4, 3, I will put them back in DMC order, which is easy because they have a number on them. Like this is 11. So I just put them back into number order. And because obviously it's easier to kit down in DMC order. I know it's all a bit arse over tit, but you know, 3, 7, 8, 2. But it's how I work. I can't, like, I don't look at the legend at all when I'm doing, see what I mean? Static. I just want to be able to look at the symbol on the actual painting, say, yep, that's an A. Go to the A and pick it up. That's how I work. So there's none left. That's an anchor, so we put that with that one. That's the next one. Now, I would presume, 407, that there'll be quite a lot of double bags in this, because it's not huge, but it's also not tiny. And there's not a lot of colours. 41 colours is not a lot. And then I literally give it a little tap, and we lift it up, and we pour it in, give it a little wiggle, just to get the few randomers. It's gone. How easy is that, guys? How blooming easy is that? 535. Right, that one had quite a bit of static. That one's got none. So who knows what actually causes this static? Now, yes, triangles. It used to be, Diamond Art Club used to put little pinholes in the bags. And I found if it had a pinhole, then it didn't tend to have static. But they don't tend to do that now. Now, I don't know how long I've had this kit, but I've had it a while. I've had it a little while, guys. It's not a new kit. 612. But it does have the new bags with the wavy line at the bottom. That wasn't static, guys. That was me. Yeah, it does have a little wavy line. I haven't looked at the canvas. I don't know whether it's a perforated canvas or not. And like I said, what I will do is, if I don't have enough with 60 bottles, because this one's got static, because I do like to kit everything up. I don't like to have spare bags. Like, if it was one odd bag, I'd keep it. But sometimes you get bags that, like the massive bags, you can't even fit one bag into a bottle. So, and it was quite funny because this wasn't one that I originally was going to kit up now. However, you all know what I'm like. You all know what I'm like, and I like to have a bag. Right, so we've got a double bag here, 453. So that is going to be, is it 453? Yeah, that's going to be 2 bottles. So let's get a spare out. I like to have the case that looks nice with the bottles. So I was going to do another one which has got, which has quite a bit of pink in it. And it's a bigger one. 453. Just double check that. However, I would have needed the 120 bottle. It's only got 51 colours, but it's a big one, so it would have taken a lot more than 60 colours. And my 60 bottle case, both my pink cases are full of diamonds at the minute, because one of them Annalie is using on her diamond painting that's been going for 2 years. The other one, oh, look at that, I pulled that onto there and it didn't even have static. Yeah, the 60 bottle one Annalie's using, and the 121 has got Rose Library in it. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't kit it up in a different coloured one. And I thought, what about Elizabeth Ward? But I don't mind using Elizabeth Ward, but I'm using it at the minute for Tea Party. Right, now these labels, guys, the spare labels, I use 453 because they don't stick on the bottles. They stick, but they don't. I don't have to do anything. So we put that one over there. That's a triangle, so that goes there. Right, we've got another one with 2 here, which is 648. So there's another one. So I am hoping that I can fit it all into this box, this case. If not, I'll just get the 120 out, and because they're both art dot, I can literally just pop it in. I can just swap over the trays, sort of thing. I'm not opening that one again. I literally am fingers and thumbs today, guys. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I've been like this all day. Right, it's not just doing this. I don't even know what the time is. I think it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I've been in bed all day. Right, 648. And this was sitting on my desk waiting to be kitted up. So I thought, you know what? Let's kit it up. Let's just do it. Right, 648 goes there, and that's a percentage, so that goes with the mathematical. Right, 3790. I've got 2 bottles here, 2 here, right? There was one on its own, so I am just going to check that there isn't one at the end of another string, because it wouldn't be the first time, guys, would it? I don't think there is. Oh, there's the end there. Where's the other end? Where's the other end? Oh, there isn't. So, stay there. 3790. So let's see what this one's all about. See if there's, oh, looks like it's going to be 8. Yeah. And then let's get another bottle. So the trick is to try and do it so that I can get it all in these 60 bottles. We live in hope, guys. We live in hope. I must say, I do like kitting up. And you know what? As much as I don't feel any worse sitting here at my desk doing this than I would sitting in bed. Right, there's some odd shape, so it goes there. Right, I'll tell you what I do need to do. I need to plug in my phone because I should have done it before I started filming, really. So, here's hoping that it doesn't cut off when I do it. Yay, you're still with me. Right. Next string. I'll tell you what, I cleaned my desk today, right? As in took everything off, gave it a good wipe down, whatnot. Right, we've got 2 bags of these as well. So, what is this? 632. And this is what I knew would happen. I knew that there would be multiple bags. So, let's see if we can... If one of... Because these bags are a bit bigger. So, they may not... Sod's law in it. The ones that I pull straight into the bottle have static, and the ones that I decide to pour onto the thing don't. I don't know if these are going to fit into one. Are they going to fit in there? No, they're not. So I'm going to need a 3rd bottle, I think. That lid won't even go on there. Right, so let's put that there. And I'll get another bottle. And this is the bit that I was a bit worried about. See, that doesn't look like it's got static. So, let's try. Right, and then this bit can go into there. See, how does that work? 2 bags right next to each other. One has static and one doesn't. Right, and the next little trick that I do is... Why are you not going on? Thank you. The next little trick that I do is the one with the smallest amount, I put the correct sticker on. Because then I will use that up quicker. And then when I go to use the next bottle, I just swap the lids. That's all I do. Nothing too exciting, but now lots of people don't do this. There's lots of people that will keep the spare bags. 632. Trying to keep them in somewhat of an order, because I also put those in order. Right, that's 2 little wavy lines. 452, we got the same thing. It's 2. 452. So I am going to get an extra 2 bottles out. Let's see what the static is saying. We're going to tempt fate and go straight into the bottle. Yeah, it'll be 3 bottles again. The thing is, there's a... Like, in all fairness, I'm not too worried about static anymore, because since using this, it's been so much better. Like, so much. That it's not cool. Like, you've all seen me, guys, doing kitten arts, and it taking forever because of the static. But since using this, it's been so much easier. 452 goes there. Let me move this down a bit. 452. And that's the number 8. Right, on to the next one. 3864. Now I know that these bags are bigger bags, so I know they're going to take 2 bottles. Even though there's only one bag of this, I know it's going to take 2 bottles. So we get that in there. I've got a bit of static in it. So a bit, quite a bit. And the way of seeing the static is what causes them to stick inside the bag. Let me give it a little press. Give it a little massage, you know. And then just pour them in. And like I said, it does make it a bit easier. A lot easier where static's concerned. So we put that one on there. That one on there before we spill it. And this, what number was it? 3864. 3864. And then hopefully I'll have enough of these labels. If not, I'll have to get one of the other ones. 3864. H, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Right. 3781. 3781. Yeah, I think I will have to get another, the other case out, but it's no problem. It ain't no problem. But yeah, these bags, these are the big bags. And I knew it would happen because for a picture this size, what size is it? 65 by 83. I knew that 41 colours there was going to be multiples. 3781. 3781. The only issue I'm going to have is there going to be enough labels on here? It's not an issue, but you know. 3781 goes there. And that's a triangle. 841. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need the other case. What I'll do is, when I have it stopped for a little break, I'll grab it. I'll grab it, and because they're both art dot, I should be able to just transfer. I wonder if I could yeah, I should be able to just transfer the bottles. Not bottles, the trays. There's a bit of static in there. But you know what, it can stay in there. Oh, I should have used the thing for that one. Is that all of them? There's a straight drill in there. 841. 841. And I know I don't need to. I could, like I said, I could have separate bags, but no one's doing that. 841. And that's a dot, so that can go there. Right, this next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, has actually got 4. So, what was it? 938. So 938. So I'm going to get at least, I'm going to get another 4 bottles I'm going to get. So there'll be 5. Not that I may not have to use them, but just in case. Just in case I get on tonight. But so far these bags have not filled one pot. Have been more than one pot, should I say. So I'd rather get too many out and not have to use them. Rather than be mid-pour and have to start fiddling about to get another pot out. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Chuck? I might even need another one. Possibly. Because they're getting pretty full, guys. I'm not going to fit much more. I am going to get another one out just in case. Because I got a funny feeling, you know. I got a funny feeling about it. See, it's not even by a lot. But I'm not gonna fight with the drills. So I'm actually gonna put some in there. Right, let's get these blank ones and put the lids on, because now, to be fair, I will use that little one up first. Right, so 938 315 938 938 938. One more. There we go. And it just means that when I'm actually diamond painting, when I'm doing this kit, I won't have to stop and find a pair of scissors, because we always know when you need a pair of scissors, you can never find one. And start arsing about with it. Right, 938. Let me put there. That one can move down a bit. And that's an odd shape, so you go there. Right. Are they all going to be like this now? Right, 3863. I've got 2 bags, so that will be... I don't know why I thought it would fit into one. And the thing is, I could say, right, I'll only kit up 1 bag. But 1 bag is taking 2 bottles anyway. This has got jumping around like crazy. It's jumping around like Jack's beans. Give them a little rub, and then that one goes in there, 'cause I can't go to fight with it, and that one, and then we just pour them in. There we go. So let's put a lid on that before we spill it. You can go there. And then you go down, trying to do it nice and slow so that they don't go everywhere like that. Now see, that last packet had loads of static and this packet had none. It's like, who decides why it has static? Right, 3863. 3863. Got one on there, one on there. So 3863 goes there, 3864 goes behind it. And that is a triangle. No, it's actually an arrow. Right, 801 is there. And I'm going to have that. Oh, do you know what that is? That is, I don't know when I last used this kit, but I put the trash in the last pot and I didn't empty it. So let's get that out. Right, 801. This has got static, so I'm going to pour some out there. Oh yeah, I'm going to pour some out there and then pour it in. And then give it a little shake. There we go. And then I'll pour the rest in. And little dancing drills. Give them a little tap. Spill them over the table because that's all part of the professionalism that we have here. Can you do me a favour, please? Can you just pass me the... Sorry, I don't know.
You know what?
So I'll get it because I'm going to pause to get in for a minute anyway. Right, there's still some drills
If you say so.
We don't waste any here, guys. We don't waste them because they're like precious jewels. Literally, it doesn't even want to come off my finger. There we go. Right, so 801 goes on that spare. And 801 goes there. That's an arrow. I know you can't see anything. Right, I am going to quickly pause to take a break. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Got 15 colours, and I will get the other case down and swap them over. So I'll be back in a jiff. I'm back. I've literally had to swap trays out because the one that is 60 bottle is actually slightly smaller, and the 120 bottle tray doesn't fit in. So that was a bit of a pain in the arse. So let's get cracking with this. So I'm going to put that like that. So on this one, we've got 112, which is an AB, and it's 2 bottles. So let's get... I don't think I've ever used this 120 case, to be fair. So now, I've said before, and I'll say it again, and let's see if I'm proven right or wrong. The ABs don't seem to get static. Literally, they just don't seem to get it. Now, as much as, like I said, I could have stayed with the 60 bottle case. However, get out the corner. However, I much prefer to have them all bottled up, and that way I can then, oh, I didn't want that to go in that bottle. That way I can crack on and just swap them over. Right, so 112 can go there. Not we need to. But the plan is to get this done And then I'm going to sit and relax. See how I'm doing with it. 112 goes right at the bottom, that's the number 1. Right, 3371. We've only got 1 bag. So, the bag's a bit screwed up at the bottom there. Where's my dry sheets underneath the case? This bag, under this bag, looks like it's been caught in the machine. It's literally all scrunched up at the end. No static in there, which is always a good thing. I think I'm also going to have to get the other labels because I've nearly run out of these and I've still got 10, 13 colours left to do. Right, 3371. 33, it's a plus, so it can go with the mathematicals. Right, 898, there's 3 there. Let's just double check. There's none in there. The other bags might be smaller actually. Right, so what did I say? 898. 898. Thought I'd messed up then. I'm going to get another 3 bottles out. I don't think this is going to be... Oh, let's get 4. Listen, we can always put it back, can't we? We can always put it back. I spray a bit of static. Trying not to spill them everywhere. Right, let's get that lid on. And obviously the dryer sheet is underneath everything. So let's get these out. Not too bad. Wasn't as bad as it looked. See, that is why I put the lids on, guys. That is why I put the lids on. And then pour that like that. And then give it a little bit of a wiggle. And we'll get the next one. Now, I do find that once they've been in the box, once they're kitted up, the static tends to go anyway. Don't know why. I don't always put like a dryer sheet or whatever in. Put the lid on. Because my name's Penny and I'm a spiller. But this definitely helps. Yeah, I knew we'd need that other bottle. Oh, here you go. Yeah, it's definitely static is definitely not a diamond painter's friend, that's for sure. And that had nothing to do with static. That is just me being me. So, let's pick these up. There you go. Literally, that is not even static in there. It was just me being me. Right, so 898. We need 4 stickers. 898. 898. Right. And that leaves us with 1 sticker. But you know, I could have thrown these away. And I didn't. I'll reuse them. 9, 8. So there's 4 there. So 8, 9, 8 will go. These are kind of in order, guys. When I say kind of, I mean kind of. And that's a star. So that goes with the shapes. Right, let's get... I've got some little labels here. Already, we have one left, so we will use that one. So, the last strand, like I said, it does look like it's got smaller bags. 646, so it may fit into one bottle. So, we may not go into much to the bottom layer. Open that up. A little bit of static, nothing. Apart from you staying at the top. Get that. There we go. Give it a little pat. And then a little wiggle to get them off the sheet, because obviously the drier sheet has a little bit of fibre on it. So they do tend to get a little bit stuck. See? All in one pot, and that's a Y. X, Y. Now, the next one is 2 pots. This is the fairy dust, the 3072. So, I think we will definitely need an extra pot. I'm going to get one just in case. Just in case I get home tonight. I do love fairy dust drills, I've got to say. They are my favourite. And I should, a little bit of static at the bottom, I should be able to get this. I'm not even going to do that because there's such a little amount on there. I'm going to do this next bag. I hopefully will be able to get this into 2 pots. This has got static as well. Not a lot. Right, where's that lid? Before we have an accident. And get them in there. Yeah. Yeah. We're not leaving you two behind. So, I will use that last label. Z3072. And then that can go in the bin. Z, that goes right at the end, and that's got a dot on it. Right. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Right, 2 bags of 611. So, 611. Will we get them into 2 bags? We will soon find out. Tell you what, I am getting over this static. I couldn't tell you, the last time I did a kit that had no static. Oh, it's gone in my finger now. I can see you liking doing that shit there. Right, so we give them a little pat. And then throw them on the table. So, usual trick of the day, isn't it? Pour them in, and if we can get them all into one pot, we should be laughing all the way to the bank, as they say. There we go. That's one. The thing is, I start pouring it like this. See, look, next to each other. No static, apart from a couple stuck in the top and a bit of trash. I'm not even going to pick, I don't even want to pick the trash up. There we go. don't want the trash. Right, what was that? 611. So 611. Will go there. And that's an arrow that goes over that. Then we have equi, which is one that I don't normally have. I think I've only had it once before. Oh, nearly knocked the pot over. And it's just an off-white, to be honest. Don't know why it's necessary, but you know. We won't say no to extra colours, will we? We'll have all the colours, we will. So equi is a minus sign, so that will go with the mathematicals. Right, 3021. Now, as we go along, the bags will get bigger. So we won't always get them in one pot. Look how easy. Now that, 3021, you get a gold star for that, mate. Because that was bloody amazing. Right, then we've got ABs. 141. Will they fit into one pot? Because this is the gamble that you have at the minute. When you get... Oh, you know what? You're not going to fit. What do I think I'm doing, guys? Like, seriously. There's no way that's fitting. So, let's pull some out. Let's get a spare pot. Put that blank lid on there. I tried. You can't blame a girl for trying, can you? And you can go in there. It's not a lot in that spare one, but there is no way that lid was fitting on there. 141, which is the white, and it's a dot, which goes there. Right, 839, 1, 2, 3 bags. So, because of that bag, was that 839? Yeah. I'm going to get 1, 2, and 1 for luck. Because there's a good chance that this is not going to fit into one. And there's static. So it's definitely not fitting in. Yeah, that's definitely not fitting in. So let's put that on there. And we'll pour those in. Now this dry sheet here I've used so many times and it's still going strong. I could see the static straight away with this one. I don't think it's a huge amount, but it's enough to warrant a sprinkle on the sheet. Come on, off you come. One didn't want to come out, so you can go in there. Yeah, definitely I needed 3 bags. I haven't got that many more to do actually. And then the last bag. Are we going to have static? Yes. Oh, hardly any left. Sod's law. Could have pulled it straight into the bottom.
Pyjamas top's cute.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got a Mickey and Minnie pyjamas on. It will come off, yes. So that onto that one. We'll pay Acrobats with that one. That can go in the bin, and we want 839. 839, 839, and 839. Yeah, nearly there, guys, nearly there. I don't even know how long I've been filming. I think it's going to be an hour video. Maybe longer. Who knows? 839. There is so many extras here. 841. 801. And that's a U, so it's UV. Right, this next one. 840. We have 2 bags, so let's get out 2 extras. Almost lost that then. These out. Yeah, there's a little bit of static there, so we'll fill that up. Put that one up there. Put the lid on. But although this is like, doing it like this is an extra little step, you save the time because you're not then fighting. So, to me, anyway, that's my opinion. I don't know if any of you have used this method. Like I said, it wasn't my method. I never invented it. It was something that I saw Diamond and Washi doing. 840. 840. 840. And I thought, I'm willing to try anything to get 840, 841, to get arrow, to combat this, the dreaded static. Because we all have it, don't we? We all have static at some point. Now, I do use little pink sheets. I have used little pink sheets. However, that's not even stuff. It just doesn't want to come out. This gets rid of all the static in the first go. So, right, 3064. 3064. I'm quite looking forward to this. I was actually on the phone to Samantha from Kitten Up Kitten. And I said to her, like, I was on the phone to her having this whole conversation about I can't kit up the one that I wanted to kit up because I haven't got a pink case. Which she's... Right, guys. I don't know when it stopped recording, but I finished doing all the kitting up. I was talking to myself. I just got this out to see whether it was perforated, and it is. So, it's not being done yet, but look how big his eyes are in the camera. It is perforated. I have put all the bottles away. I've chosen a release paper. All I can do is apologise. Don't know what the hell happened, but it is what it is. Not a lot I can do about it, to be fair. So, all that's left to say is, I am going to use these release papers. All that's left to say is, bye. That's annoyed me, that has, because I don't know how much it's missed. It may just be that it's just missed of me putting it into the case. I don't know. Soon find out. But it's still an hour-long video. That shows how many bottles. I don't know if I did say whether you caught the bit of... I've got 41 bottles because there's 41 colours. And there's 41 bottles of extras in the bottom here. So, that's me. I'm gone. Close that up. Put it on the shelf. Ready for when I decide to do it. And you all know the drill. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. If you want to see more, because there's a lot of you that watch that don't subscribe. 13% of my viewers watch me, not subscribe, you know. Hit that button. Help a girl out. Don't cost you a thing. Help me get to my goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. Still got a way to go, guys. Still got a long way to go. So, with that, I'm off. And I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. And I will see you all soon. Bye.